Hi guys! I feel like I'm always wearing the same clothes, but I'm so comfy. So anyways, yesterday we went to the pharmacy and we got my meds. So I have the Mera that I started this morning on cycle day 2 to cycle day 6. It's 5 milligrams per day. And I have Menopur that I'm taking. It's 150 IU, cycle day 5 through cycle day 10. But I got my ultrasound dated for cycle day 9. So that's pretty nice. I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, my dog wanted to go pee, so I just did a little quick in and out with the dog. So I have 2 of these. I don't know why they give me so much, because usually, or maybe it's like, okay, now I get it. The little containers have like 75 IU each. So I gotta take 2 of them per day. Really? Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Here's the box. Okay, I gotta mix 2 little powdered one with the liquid ones together, then put in my little needle. So it's not as bad as I thought. I thought I had to do 1 in the morning and 1 at night, but no, just 2 boxes. Good thing I read the box, eh? Because, I've been through this so many times with 75 IUs that whenever the lady at the counter asks me if I need anything else, any help, or any advice, usually I say no, because, eventually you're getting used to the meds and you don't ask any more questions. You either go on Google, get information there, or you actually just know. So it's a good thing that I read. Anyways, it's not for today. It's going to be on cycle day 5. So I'm pretty excited because on cycle day 9, I have my ultrasound. It's already set. It's already on my calendar. And it's at 7:40 a.m. So that's pretty amazing. So yeah, last time, remember I said, I was trying for nothing, so I knew AF was on its way. And it was just the day after. So yesterday, I had cycle day 1, and already I'm done. So that's pretty amazing for me, because it means that I have had a normal cycle. It's just the quality of the eggs, but those meds are going to help. So I have these supplements that I'm always using every month, so those are still going to be in. I want to try something else. I want to try the pineapple cores with the palm juice at the same time. I don't know if it's going to help or anything, but I know for a long time they wanted me to have baby aspirin, but I don't think I'm going to use these this month, because I read somewhere that it wasn't really good. So if I can help with the blood flow with something else, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have pineapple cores and some pomegranate juice. That is going to help with my flow. So that is that for those information. So yesterday, me and my DH, we had a conversation in the car, and we actually spoke about the option IVF. Because I know we tend to not want to talk about it right now, because we were not done about our last try with IUI, so we didn't want to bring up the subject yet. And I know that my DH is pretty, he's not okay with talking about it too much. He's not comfortable. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know how to fix. I know men want to fix whatever problems we got, and they don't know what to say. So whenever I bring the subject about IVF, that we need to talk about it, he doesn't know what to say, doesn't know what to think. He kind of just brush it off, because for us it's not now. But I told him we need to talk about it. So I just gave him a bunch of ideas that we had, that we could go with. There's one of my friends, she's a good friend, and she had infertility issues for 10 years. She had frozen eggs. Well, she has frozen eggs. And she still has them in They're still frozen, and she kept them and she paid to keep them longer. So she asked me if I wanted them, and I told DH, my boyfriend, that it could be an option, that maybe it was better for us to consider that, since my sister, well, she doesn't want to get pregnant anymore, and anyways, it's going to be harder for her to be pregnant now. She had 4 kids in a row, so she needs a little break. So I'm not going to ask her. And my other sister, well, she has she has health issues, so I don't want to ask her either. I don't want to put too much pressure on anyone who has already so much on them. So I'm trying to find someone who okay with being a donor, or like the eggs that we have been offered. Well, that could be an option. It'd be easier for us to just go out there and get those eggs because she offered it. But I don't think my DH is there yet at accepting someone else eggs. I think he wants to try this IUI, and like he's really hopeful that this might work this time. So sorry. Can you really go? So yeah, so as for that, I want to be hopeful, but I don't want to be too much disappointed if ever it's a negative. So that's why I told him that we still needed to talk about it eventually, because it is a conversation. We need to sit and actually chat about it. He didn't know what to chat about, so I told him, well, we need to make sure that the law is still on for the fact that we can't go international for IVFs, because I know a lot of places out there are cheaper than here, so I wanted to look for another place to do it, and so we need to check the law. If, who knows, maybe change, you know, because I know that the girl that she told me about that law, she knew about that law, but maybe it changed, you know. A lot of stuff happens, and I'm just hoping that it changed, because honestly it's so expensive here. So I'm going to check about the law. I told him that we need to check our options if we wanted to go with the embryos that were already in a bank, that we could look with that. So there's a bunch of options around IVF that we can look into. So we got to sit and talk more in depth. But I'm glad that we had that little conversation, because it sets the mood for the next one to come, because now he knows why we need to sit and talk. Because for him, it's like, we don't need to talk about anything. We just go to the doctor and ask for IVF, and that's it. I'm like, no, we have a bunch of other options, because knowing that my eggs aren't that good, maybe, you know, like you want to go through IVF, but at the same time you're like, well, you know, it's still a lot of money you're putting into something, and you're not even sure that your eggs are good enough for that. You still want to try with your own, but at the same time you kind of like, okay, is it really gonna work? Is it really worth it to still try with my eggs at this point? Well, no, by then, because we're gonna have a sit down and a chat. So by then we'll know what we're gonna do. But I just know that now he knows what the discussion is gonna be about. I feel like sometimes it's on us to look through the options that we have out there, because we're so focused on that, because we have so many moments during our day that we needed to take the mags, or during a cycle, or AF is there, so we're looking for another hopeful option that we get out there. So I feel like us women, we tend to look more into the options than men do. Like, I've never seen DH look on Google or on YouTube to find other options, but I do all the time, because that's my life, that's where I'm at. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't struggle with infertility. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that for him, it's easier to just brush it off and not think about it, because that's how he is. That's how he's been dealing with struggles all his life. And I'm the type to just take the problem and deal with it. And I'm a fixer, so I try to fix whatever problem there is. And since it is medical, I try to find other natural ways to deal with that, because I don't like to put so many meds. I already have so much in my body right now. I'm scared to put so many more That's why I'm so scared of IVF, because there's so much more meds. I don't know if it's that many more meds, because I don't know, out there whenever I see someone talking about IVF, they have the meds that I have right now. So sometimes I'm wondering, is it going to be more for me because we've been through so many IUIs and now they see that nothing has worked. So maybe they're going to double it again. I don't know. I don't know any of that. But once we're at your doctor next appointment, I'm going to ask him. So on cycle day 9 with the ultrasound, I'm going to ask him more questions. I'm going to see him a little bit. And then I'm going to see the nurse. So I can ask a bit of questions about how the meds of IVF works. I've Googled it, but like I said, it's not the same thing it all depends on your journey. Every journey is different. Every medical journey is different. So depending on what you have, depending on what's out there, like maybe my doctor's going to suggest me something else that might better work for us. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to ask my nurse, and when I'll have more details, I'm going to tell you for sure, because I know out there we need more options. So, baby dust to you. Have a good day, and I wish you all the best. Baby dust.